Gotta find me an angel.
You're listening to the Life After Loss podcast. This show is a safe place for angel moms and angel dads who have lost a child. It's a safe place to share, cry, celebrate, and connect to a community of parents who have experienced grief and gotten through it. Here's your host, Darcea Handy.
I've had a healthy pregnancy, as far as I know. My baby is born, and I hear my baby crying. And then someone comes to me and say, hey, you've had a healthy baby boy or baby girl. I'm really excited. Let me see my new child. So they bring you to me, and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, look how beautiful you are. I look at your eyes, and I see my future. Your life is going to be so much better than mine. You're not going to be in the inhumane conditions that I've had to live in. Things are going to change for you. I just know they are. I'm a praying woman. I have a praying husband. I have a praying family. You're going to be just fine. Wait. Where are y'all taking my baby? Wait. Okay. So you're stripped out of my arms. Wait. I haven't even put my clothes back on. What? And I moved to another place. We're separated. Why? Okay, so I moved into a house. Now I'm in a house with a bedroom. Oh, I didn't know it was like this on the inside. Oh, wait. Put my breast in Massa's baby's mouth? So I'm now a slave wet nurse. You see, breastfeeding at the time was looked down upon because that's how we Africans fed our babies. And while our children were growing, you all were growing strong. Massa, they didn't breastfeed. So doctors at the time were paid to say breastfeeding is bad. It's nasty, it's ugly, it's demeaning. So poor white women would go and breastfeed. But when they looked at how strong our population was getting, and they knew we had scraps and we lived in inhumane conditions, wait, how is it that their kids are healthier than ours? They have nothing. We had nothing but each other. How is it that their children are healthier than ours? How is it that their babies are surviving and our babies are dying? Okay, we're going to watch and see what they do. I had no choice. They put me on display. They put us in front of everyone. And we had to nurse in front of everyone. Okay, so that's it. Is the milk coming from their breast? So when these slave women have these babies, we're going to separate them. We're going to put the slave mother in the house, and the slave baby can just stay in the shack because we don't care about the slave baby. We want our children to grow healthy because you know what? Massa's plan is for his legacy to grow. I have all this land that I need to leave to my kid. I finally have a boy. We've lost some kids. Their children out there, their population is overriding mine, and I can't have that on this plantation. So I moved away from my own baby that I just delivered. Now listen, I tried tried. I tried to do my best for you. You know, I didn't know how to read, didn't have many options. I tried. I said, those cows have milk. I knew that there was milk coming out of my breast. So I said, those cows have milk, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to give you that milk from those cows. I'm going to save you because you're mine. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to die. I want you. I didn't know. I didn't know that cow's milk was bad for infants under the age of 1. I didn't know reading was illegal for us as slaves. We had no rights as slaves. I'm not even considered a person as a slave. Your father isn't considered a person as a slave. We're property. We belong to someone else. And so do you. So it broke my heart when they took you away from me. And it broke my heart when I lost you. Because I'm nursing Master's child. There was nothing left for you. I'm sorry. I love you. I didn't want that to happen. I did not mean for that to happen. But it did. And for that, I'm so sorry. For all of the babies that all of us slave women lost. We're so sorry. We didn't know any better. We did what we were told to do. If I had a chance to be with you during those times, all of this would have been for you. It would have been your milk. I'm your mom. I wanted you. But I had to take care of Master's baby. That was my life. And it was a life of Black slaves, African Americans stolen from homeland and brought to a new land against our will. So we're nursing Master's babies and they're getting healthy. And the population started to change. The slaves started losing babies and Master's babies were growing healthy. We tried to revolt. We tried to end slavery. We tried to stand up and fight to keep you all. But you know what happened? They would make examples out of those of us who stood up. We get beat, we get lynched, we get hung. We were raped in front of everyone. They played with our breast milk in front of everyone. And they said, we're going to humiliate you and make you do this. And they destroyed the fabric of our family. You know, your dad didn't want to have anything to do with me after that. Dad saw Massa bring his friends over to assault me just so I would submit. I tried to stand up for you. We did. But there were just things that we couldn't handle and we didn't know what to do. So there was a revolt and there was a war. And in 1863, President Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. Great news, right? But we didn't hear about it at that time. We found out about it 2 years later. You see, I'm in Galveston County. I'm in Texas. And they didn't tell us about that. We didn't know. But we finally got the message from a Union soldier in 1865. As a matter of fact, it was June 19th, 1865. So boy, were we happy. Oh, we rejoiced. Now My child is mine. My breast milk belongs to my baby now. I'm raising my child now. This is my legacy. I'm not separated anymore from you. So, as the nation has finally recognized Juneteenth as a holiday, we celebrate it too. All the ancestors, they're celebrating all the lives that were lost, all the infants who were sacrificed. It's a big deal when you don't have control of your own body. It's a big deal when you have to watch your own baby die because you're not even considered human. It was inhumane what we went through. But you know what? June 19th, 1865, in Texas, it happened for us. And we celebrated. So we are proud of this nation for finally recognizing June 19th as a national holiday. So every time June 19th comes around, think about the win that we gained by getting our independence. It was a win for us. It was a win for our ancestors. It was a win for our babies to come. And your moms and dads, I love each one of you. And I pray that you get how important it is to be able to nurture your own child and cherish the life that you were given. And when people talk about slavery and just throw it around as if it wasn't anything that happened, think about those slave wet nurses. They sacrificed everything. So, angel moms and dads, if you never thought you had a reason to celebrate Juneteenth, now you do. Now you do. Just think about those slave mothers who came before you. And guess what? Like I said, I'm in Texas. Family is Louisiana and Texas. If that hadn't happened, I may not be here today, but it did, and I am. United we stand. United we stand. Angel moms and dads, we stand together. Juneteenth and always. But Juneteenth is special because we were given our lives back. So angel moms and dads, as I always say, I love each and every one of you. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I want you to do a huge favor for me. I want you to go to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com, and I want you to look at those podcasts that we have to inspire you, to tickle you, to educate you, and just to give you information to live free, traveling, Harley, riding. And I want you to go to the Life After Loss podcast page, and I want you to follow the podcast as well as the others on the platform, because we need each other. So with that, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time.
You've been listening to Life After Loss with your host, Darcea Handy. Subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcast for new episodes every Wednesday. For more on this program, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.